Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So basically today we're doing a back to school video. Obviously it's one of those videos where it's time to go back to school, and obviously nobody wants to go back to school, but this video needs to be done because like obviously there's third years and there's third years going into fifth year, or there's fourth years going to fifth year. And obviously if you guys don't know like what to expect, then it's one for your own in it. So obviously if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, let me know what other videos you guys would like, and just stuff like that. Sorry, my hair is just doing but anyways, yeah, if you're already subscribed, thank you guys for subscribing and supporting my channel still. It's been one long journey on YouTube, and it's almost been a year that I'm on YouTube now. So yeah, anyways, don't mind my forehead. This is what always happens when I do ponytails. But anyways, um yeah, so basically this is just some advice. If y'all hear that, please ignore it. But anyways, um so basically this is just some advice for third years going to fifth year, fourth years going to fifth year, and basically doing a leaving cert. So obviously I don't know, for people like, if you like had your pencil case, because obviously you're gonna need a pencil case, like don't be walking into flipping 2021 yeah with no pencil case. Like fifth year, don't be walking in fifth year with no pencil case. You're coming in on the first day. Those useless people who be saying, oh yeah, I forgot my pen at home. Nah, you cannot be playing that in fifth year. You cannot be doing that, because fifth year and sixth year actually really count. Because um if you're not like doing well in like fifth year, like how do you expect to do well in sixth year? Like you need to pay attention and like actually listen to what the teachers are saying. And like, but like for like the school that I went to, yeah, like I won't lie, education was lacking still there. I won't lie to you. You don't understand something, yeah, one for you. But anyways, I feel like fifth year and sixth year is the type of year that you should have started studying for like ages ago. Like I know in third year you're just like, oh yeah, summer break in now. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And then you come back, wham, fifth year done, wham, sixth year, and then you're sitting there in sixth year like, what the actual hell is going on in this place? Because like you didn't start studying, especially if you want to do only level maths, yeah, or you want to do high level maths, start studying from second year. Because once you hit fifth year and sixth year, maths is gonna start kicking your ass. It's gonna be 100 million times way harder than what actually was in third year. Like it's gonna be way harder. Everything is gonna change. Obviously you guys are gonna what's it called, obviously you guys are gonna like move classes and stuff like that. There's gonna be different people in your class, so and so, like that basically. But yeah, for I feel like you should um lay out like a, you should like have like a calendar, something like that, or a little journal or something where you write everything down. Because what I started to notice was in sixth year was that all I was doing was studying. That was literally all I do. Like if I ask anyone in my family, what was I doing? Studying. She's studying. Like I was studying all the time, because there's test after test after test after test after test. And obviously assessments came in, because obviously we were supposed to get calculated grades. So it was just stressful, to be honest. And then you start to realize that all you're doing is just focusing on school. You probably stopped having a social life. You won't even eat. If I'm honest with you, you'll not sleep. Because what I actually was actually doing to get those good grades that I'm getting, like I could be studying till 3 o'clock in the morning. I wake back up at like 8 o'clock, go back to school, another test, wham, be doing that every single day, and I was just exhausted. But like when those grades come back, you're like, that's nice. But like at the same time, if you read deeper, like grades are not really worth like destroying your mental health. But at the same time, if you have African parents, what can you do? Is one for your own, in it. So I feel like what you should do is, if you have a lot of tasks to do, like homework to do or something. Like I know nobody actually does this and nobody wants to do this because you're like, oh, it's a waste of time. I'm gonna do this whenever I do this. We do my homework. F that, I'm gonna play PlayStation, this and that. Obviously, you still wanna be doing your own life and stuff like that, but you should really get like calendar or journal or something and write down everything you need to do for the day and do it at those specific amount of times. Because if you don't plan out your day, you're gonna find yourself studying every single day. You're gonna barely get any food and barely any sleep, and you're just gonna be a walking studying zombie like I was in 6th year. Like I was busting my ass off for that 6th year. Bro, you don't even understand. Like 5th year, I can't lie to you. 5th year is kind of calm. You come into 5th year and you're like, oh yeah, this and this is what's gonna be going on. I'm speaking about traditional. Like obviously, if you're doing traditional, this is the realities of it. But I'm gonna give advice for LCA as well, because I did LCA for like 2 weeks or something. Then I moved to traditional, so obviously I know more to traditional. But anyways, yeah. So basically, yeah, so just write everything down and do so and so, like especially for activities. Let's say you do after school activity, you go to dance, you go to gym, so and so, like that. You need, because like otherwise your schedule is just gonna be all over the place. Like you're just gonna be doing the same thing every day. And by the end of 6th year, I promise you will not be the same person. You'll not be the same person, because I'm just thinking about when I first started 5th year to now. Like I'm actually traumatized. Like I'm actually traumatized. Like how could they give us that much work? Like especially for the online thing as well. Like local schools have gone back to normal and the local coronavirus, because when we are doing online school as well, like if you guys are still doing online, let's say you guys are not from Ireland or something like that, you guys are doing online school, or online school in 5th year is stress, because obviously online is gonna start off small. They're gonna give you like one thing to read and then relax at home, blah 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 blah. That's what kind of where we started doing online for IE. We started doing online. They're just gonna be treating you guys like kids anyways. They're gonna feel bad for you. It's only the start of school. They will not like overload. But as the year goes on, you'll be like, oh my god. And like I was trying my best to pass every single subject. Like I could have a business and home ec test the same day. Like and I could study for like I would basically study. What I do, here's a tip for y'all. If you have a home ec test on a Monday, because we always used to have a home ec test on a Monday, and sometimes they plop the business test on a Monday, and you'd be like, wham, I don't know what to do, blah 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 blah. Because let's say you have a history test on Tuesday, so basically you have 3 tests to study for on the weekend. So what I do was I read over whatever test obviously comes first. That's what you're gonna do first, because you're gonna pass that test first. So basically, that's what I do. So Friday, I would look over like obviously the notes or whatever we're going to be tested on, and then on Saturday I proper study, and until that sticks inside my head. And what I'll try to do is remember word for word, because if you remember stuff word for word, you get more points. There's something like that. But like I like try to remember word for word, because I feel like if I try to make it into my own sentences, it'd just be scrambled. So yeah, I just felt like that's just personally for me. Like however your memory works, you could try and train your brain to do that, but I try to remember as best as I can word for word. So and if you're asking if I did pass all my subjects, I passed all my subjects except for one. So no, I did pass all my subjects, but I didn't take the same level basically for one of the subjects. So um I dropped down from one of my subjects because it was just too hard, and it was just like the effort I was putting into the subject was not paying off. Like it was like I was wasting my time studying for like I could start studying at like 7 o'clock. Bam, I'd finish at 2 a.m. and then I'd go back in, and then the teacher was like, no, you need to study more. You didn't pass the test. So I was like, nah, this is not worth it. Like every single day, headache for this class. Nah, I cannot. So, and I was passing every single one of my other tests as well. And I'm the type of person that like I don't like failing at stuff and stuff like that. I like passing my things, and I knew I was putting in the effort. It just wasn't working out, so I was like, ah, nah, I need to take another level. Bye. Anyways, but that's not even part of the tin. But like see, there's a lot of stuff to like do. I feel like you're gonna have to find a space of time to take care of yourself, because like you're gonna be so busy. Like obviously you're gonna need your copies. Like for home economics, for me, I started fifth year. I wrote in 3 copies, like probably more. I probably have more home ec copies. I've been doing home ec since I was in first year. So this was for like 6th year, and I filled out 3 home ec copies. They're gonna keep you writing and studying. At the end of the day, it's all for your leaving cert. So it's kind of your life, because for those people who don't take it seriously, like obviously if you're going to go and work, then I understand, yeah, but like obviously if you still want to do your leaving cert, might as well try to get a C or something. You get what I'm saying? So why am I repeating myself? So what's it called? History, personally for me, if you're going to go and do history, I feel like I'm just gonna do the subjects one by one. I feel like if you're going to go and do history, um history, personally, some people find it boring, but I find it so interesting, to be honest. Not that interesting, but like I just really like it. And my history teacher was the best teacher you could ever have. Like she should be teaching high level, but she's teaching early level. Like she's so good at breaking down stuff. Like she's so good. Oh my god, she's so good at breaking down stuff. Like if you have a test, she'll literally tell you what to study. She'll tell you this. She make that class pass her test, and not in a bad way. She just cares so much about the class. Like she go out of her way. She'll give you study notes. She'll shorten things down, which will be the answer on the test. She'll do everything for you, man. Like she's so helpful. Like even for other tests which is not even her subject, she'll help you out on. Like she just, it's just like, nah, she's too good. So subject for me that I would say I probably wouldn't recommend is doing art. Please, please do not go and do art in the leaving cert. If you already chose art, one for yourself, but please, if you don't know how to draw or you don't like essays, please do not go and do art. Art is just long day, man. It's just such a long day. Um what's it called? And engineering, I don't know. I used to do metal work when I was in 2nd year and 3rd year, but I kind of stopped doing it after that, because like obviously basically every single subject gets 100 times harder when you get into the leaving cert, obviously. So obviously if you're gonna do engineering, obviously you're doing maths inside it, and I can't hack maths. I'm so sorry. Like I just can't do it, to be honest. So they were sitting there saying, oh, x times v times y, and then they're gonna say, oh, this turns on the light bulb like a clown. Anyways, so um what's it called? I feel like there's gonna be a lot of homework as well. There's gonna be a hell of a ton of homework. Like you could be doing six, oh yeah, probably you'll be doing 6 subjects. You could have 6. Obviously not like, it's not every day that one teacher will give you what's it called, um homework from their class, but there's obviously gonna be a lot of homework. There's gonna be a lot of study, so I just feel like you guys should be prepared for it. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, yeah, like it's not just like school is important, but you also need to have like a social life. Like make sure you still go see your friend from once in a while, and basically I feel like enjoy the start of 5th year, because from halfway into 5th year, like the switch is gonna flip, and they're gonna start like pushing you guys. Like I feel like 5th year and 6th year is like a test of how much you can mentally and emotionally handle, because 5th year and 6th year was a law. It was a law. And teachers be giving out, if you don't have your homework done or you come in late, like please do not come in late in 5th year and 6th year. Please do not, because you could honestly be missing out on something actually very, very important. I don't mean to sound so serious, but like honestly, you guys could be missing out on something very important, because like if they're giving out notes or something like that, and like let's say let's say they have a test the next day, you won't know they have a test the next day, and then like wham, you get what I'm saying? Like, especially if you guys gonna be having assessments done and stuff like that. I like when my skin is glowing. Anyways, yeah. So if you there's a test next, and then you walk in, and then like everybody should doing a test, and then basically what she's gonna do is basically they're gonna tell you there was a test. They're gonna give it to you the next day. So whatever you miss, they are gonna give it to you like the next couple of days or something like that. And just please, if you're doing traditional, try not to miss a day. Try to be early every single day. Try to keep a good record and stuff like that. Because like what people did in 5th year and 6th year was they thought like, oh yeah, oh I don't really care. I'm not gonna do online school and blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna listen. I'm gonna mess. Well, those whoever, if you're concerned, you're concerned. You get what I'm saying? It's not everyone that did this, but so they kind of flocked on online school. They came back into school. Obviously, they were working well, and the teachers were like, "Oh yeah, for your assessments, we're gonna be taking your online school activities, what you guys were doing on online school." And they were just like, "Oh, one for myself. I wasn't trying enough on online school. That if I knew they'd be counting this online thing more, then I would have taken it more seriously." I was so happy that I actually got all my assignments, all that type of stuff, but like it was stressful, but like it give you more of an advantage to do everything. Like even if you have to be a good teacher, this is your grades, because at the end of the day, yeah, if you have a bunch of friends like, oh, F school, blah 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 blah, and you're like one person that actually cares about school, who cares? You care about your grades, you care about school, because you're not gonna be living your friend's life that doesn't care about school. Like it's your life, you get what I'm saying? So if you want to mess it up, like one for themselves, because now they're like, oh, I don't know if my teacher's gonna give me a better grade. Like their grade is obviously not gonna be as good because they didn't participate in online school, or they were just ignoring the assessment, or because of the stress they just stopped doing it. Obviously, because it's not everyone that's oh wow. Like some people are just stressed out and they're like, oh, I can't be bothered. You get what I'm saying? But like I just feel like you should just try your best, and like just keep going with it, keep going, because at the end of the day, it's all gonna pay off. It's actually all gonna pay off. Like you're not doing this for no reason. Do you want to go to university? If the answer is yes, then this is what you have to do. Like it's really like 5th year and 6th year is actually one of the biggest challenges. It is. Please, if any 1st years or 2nd years, 3rd years are watching this, please enjoy your time. Oh my god. Can I say this again? Please enjoy your time. Please enjoy your time in 1st year, 2nd year, and 3rd year. Because once you hit 5th year and 6th year, shit is gonna hit the fan. Shit is gonna hit the fan. Because those are like overloading work. Obviously, we don't go easy on you. Or you're becoming an adult, so obviously there's gonna be responsibility and stuff like that. So obviously, if like you're not doing the work and stuff like that, like you're lucky some even teachers actually care and like would want you to take the test again, want you to do the work again, because some teachers were like, oh yeah, it's whatever, I'm not gonna give them the work again. And like when they're filling out like let's say assessments or something, they're like, oh, that piece of work from Michael is missing. So obviously like just try your best. Like obviously like well our thing is not doing that online school anymore, so yeah, just try coming in with every day, don't be late. Like obviously if you don't understand something, like a big advantage that I would say would give you an advantage is obviously like, oh, somebody would be like, ew man, why would you do that? That's sappy. You're gonna be a goody two shoes. At the end of the day, this is gonna get you good grades. This is gonna get you good grades. Talk to your teachers. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Talk to your teachers. Have a conversation with your teachers. Even if it's not about your subjects, have a conversation with your teachers. Because at the end of the day, they are human beings. They're not just your teachers. So obviously start off talking about the subjects, whatever you guys are doing. If you guys don't understand, come up to them. I don't understand this piece of information. They'll break it down to you again. And then you're like, oh yeah, how's you like whatever, like let's say, because there's some really chatty teachers that give you some topics to talk about. So let's say they were just saying that, oh, I went somewhere over the weekend, blah blah blah. You ask them question, blah 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 blah. That's gonna get them to like you more. Like I'm actually being honest. Like this actually gets you to like me more, because when they're like what to call, when you have more conversation with people, obviously like, oh, this is a very good hardworking student, they ask questions, they obviously talk to me and they're funny, they're this, they're that, and you talk this, that, and the other, because obviously you communicate with someone more. You're like, I don't know how to explain, but you guys get where I'm coming from. Like, they're also people. Do you guys get where I'm coming from? So obviously, like, if somebody's like interested like in what they're saying and stuff like that, I feel like it means something to them, obviously, and they're not just feeling like they're teaching and the job is try, you get what I'm saying? Like, at least they'll have that memory that you were talking to them, stuff like that. And like, just talk about your topic, your subjects, try and like see like if they could give you any tips, if you could give you any secrets how to do limit search, any like test, anything that you guys need. Just speak to your teachers, but like, don't be speaking to those angry teachers. There's some teachers you can speak to and some teachers you can't. And I would recommend some, like, for like maths, start studying. If you're doing early level maths, open your phone right now, open your book and start studying that math, because early level math will kick your ass. It will kick your ass. You take early level maths, everyone can say early level maths was easy in junior cert. Okay, we all done early level maths. Wait till you get to leaving cert. That early level maths will eat you alive. Not even to mention high level maths. For people who do high level maths, you're not normal, okay? So and basically I was like, there's no way that like I'll straight off the bat I'm gonna be like nearly 400 points. Like, it's maximum, like, my brother's year recently just named the maximum what they got was 300 and something points. Now the points are ranked like 400 points. That's nearly impossible. That's 4H1s. Who in the right mind is gonna get straight 4H1s? Who are you, a robot? So I was like, oh, whatever, I'm gonna do a PLC, because it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, because that's why I even done LC in the first place, because I knew I was gonna be doing, as I was saying, if you do a PLC, like, it's not the end of the world, like, whatever, like, you're still gonna be young, especially, like, I recommend doing a PLC if you skip fourth year, but if you actually did fourth year, then it's kind of wham for yourself, like, it's kind of like, like, I feel like anybody who's in third year, please skip fourth year, like, just hop straight right into it, because at the end of the day, like, doing a PLC is closer to getting to university than doing fourth year, because after a PLC, you're going to uni, like, you're going to do fourth year, then you're going to do a PLC, and then going to you, like, it's just one. So like, so yeah, I did LCA for a couple of weeks, but I'm going to do a PLC anyways. And majority of people, even people in traditional, they're doing a PLC because the points are way too high to get in straight into university. And it doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, like, you're still gonna be young. Like what's so scary about doing a PLC? Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, I don't know. I just feel like a PLC has a bad name, because like, oh, you didn't get into university, but like, at the end of the day, like, what? Like, you guys are acting like people who do PLCs are 97 and they can't go into university after a PLC, and they're going to be homeless for the rest of their life. Majority of people who are probably successful right now have a good job, has a house, all that type of stuff. They probably done a PLC. So like, wham for yourselves. Like, what's so bad about doing a PLC? But if you don't want to do a PLC and you want to kill yourself, and well, you want to be doing overtime studying and doing the most, basically, then you're gonna have to work your ass off. Like, you're going to have to, if I'm honest with you, if you're going to not do a PLC and get 500 400 points, you got to start having to study from flipping first year. So yeah, so that's kind of the pieces of advice I have for fifth year and sixth year. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. This was kind of a talking video, you get what I'm saying? So if you guys have any more questions about fifth year and sixth year, just comment it down below. I'll reply, and things like that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.